and welcome to the NXT review. We are the Dudley Boys of WhatCulture. I'm Adam Wilbourn, joined by Michael Hamflett and Michael Sidgwick, here to review everything that happened on last night's episode of NXT. But before we get into it, if you're a fan of this sort of thing, make sure you subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube, where we do daily wrestling podcasts where we not only review the show formerly known as NXT 2.0, someone out wrong. SmackDown, AEW, Dynamite, Collision, pay-per-views, premium live events. We have interviews, roundtable discussions, and a round of the week complete. We'll have a good quiz, of course, on Wrestle Culture. As I said, though, joined by Hamflett and Sidgwick to review last night's NXT, or should I say, NXT Gold Rush. There's gold in them there hills. Yeah! Week 2.
We named that character Mr. Gold. Yes,
Of course.
Mr. Gold. But I think I want to hang out with Mr. Gold a little bit more because I was dreading Gold Rush when they first announced it. All the logos of all the companies.
You're dreading week 2.
Especially week 2.
Yeah.
I dreaded the whole thing because it's been the primary reason for NXT's decline this year. Power might be back. Like 2 good Gold Rushes and now the looming excitement of JJ. Like,
oh my God.
Sort of supercharge this taped one. I was into it again. Like second good NXT in a row for me. This.
Did you manage to avoid the week 2 spoilers, by the way?
Yeah, comfortably.
Until he reminded me mid-preview yesterday.
Yeah, comfortably avoided those spoilers. I actually liked Gold Rush. Part 1. Oh. There's evidence. We did the podcast. I wasn't a miserable prick about it. I couldn't be arsed with it. Maybe I was just in the mood because that gormless Nick Pope. I mean, thanks for the cup final. And you've been a good servant, but your time is... You idiot.
Nick Pope, the last time is now.
Yeah.
Just holds up the towel with his...
So I was in a mood watching...
number on.
I was in the mood watching this. I'll tell you for reasons that weren't necessarily as a result of Michael Hickenbottom's usual farcical, nonsensical approach to professional wrestling. I do think, though, had Nick Pope not sprinted off his line when there was adequate cover by, let's see, possibly the best centre-back in terms of pure form in the world right now, in Malik Chow. Get it. Get it. I just wanted to pop. I did that in the office this morning. I wanted that on record, Bob. Like, thanks for the cup final, and you've been a good servant, but my God, my head was on Mars.
Goalie rush.
Very nice.
Yeah, I like that. I hate it. I like it. But just a collection of all right wrestling matches for me. Nothing more, nothing less.
Had a great time. Obviously very excited about NXT Deadline, and fantastic to see one of the biggest stars in wrestling on this show. Another vignette from Shiloh Hill. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm into that.
I'm fascinated by this guy.
He's hopeless and weird.
Let this be a sign of things to come. Vignettes like this. More of these in NXT. Badly missing.
Right, let's dive into it then, because week 2 of Gold Rush starts from Madison Square Garden, of course, with the big match that I know Michael Hamflett was losing sleep over the WWE Evolve Championship. Jackson Drake versus Shawn Legacy. Let's get this out of the way.
Yes, please.
Professional wrestlers, all respect and all that.
Yeah.
I cared more about our boy Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes of Swipe Right, who were there at ringside.
Booker T.
Oh my God.
Never loved a wrestling name more than Ricky Smokes.
He loved it, didn't he?
And it's ironic considering how much he hates Ricky Saints.
Yeah.
And they're quite close together. But yeah, he was in. I don't know if it's good or bad that your lead announcer, and I don't think just play-by-play, but you know what I mean? Like, lead announcer ultimately almost is willfully ignorant of the product he covers.
Yeah.
But that's the appeal. How's he done that?
All I know about Booker T is... My goodness. I lost count of the amount of times he said the word man after every sentence. I'm like, has he always done this? I tune him out more often than not. Man.
His commentary crutch. He's just got so many of them, I think.
Yeah.
On any given week.
He's flying, man. You know what as well?
It's time to play the game! Time to play the game! Ha 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 ha!
Who did Booker T weirdly remind me of when I was watching some mid-90s Fed on the Raw Vault on Netflix last night? I'd completely erased this weird verbal thing from my memory, by the way.
I've got absolutely no idea. Don't know
You
what it's
said man a lot in their first appearance on Raw. To a point where I'm like, I completely forgot this nature of your character.
That weird suited and booted Davey Boy Smith promo.
No.
99.
You're a pervert, man. No.
I don't know.
Ringmaster Steve Austin.
Oh, yeah.
That was
I can hear that.
rubbish, wasn't it?
It wasn't very good. Had all the weird taped fingertips. And,
Yeah, was he doing some kind of like evangelical? Because he's with Brother Love and DiBiase. I'd erase this from my memory.
It was a whole load of ideas.
Oh, man. He sounds like he's in the righteous. The Ringmaster Steve Austin.
Maybe because Danny Spivey
You
have
dig
been like,
what I'm saying,
do you
man?
want to use Enemy Wheel of Mercy stuff? Because I ain't never coming back.
I think I don't know. Granted, this was like a 4-hour taping block, so you want to freshen things up. It did really shine out to me that they were like, "Oh bollocks, we can't have Booker doing the co-commentary for the Evolve matches. Get Rosenberg in or something. He can say some stuff."
Oh, God, that was awful. He wasn't quite as insufferable
No.
as I thought, but as soon as I saw, I hate that dude. I don't hate him. I intensely dislike that dude.
Yeah, I've got a real disliking for Peter Rosenberg. But
Just such a smug twat.
Evolve him was sort of all right because he was there for product knowledge, whereas the smugness I think comes from this like very strange, almost like this desire to be a shill.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When he's on the panels and stuff, it's almost like he's asking, is there any more like absolute shameless bootlicking I can do? Have you got any spare? I've got if you've got an extra couple of boots, I can fit a couple in before this PLE starts. He's always had that energy. Whereas I think he obviously quite likes Evolve or takes his job seriously, whatever.
Everyone's got usually like one more Malteser. I have one more pint. I have one more boot. Go on, then I can't stop myself.
I said I'd be good, but hand it over.
I better.
He's doing like the
Better have one more.
Well, it's nearly Christmas now anyway, isn't it? It's Thanksgiving. Oh, I'll have another boot.
Thanksgiving food. Do you get jealous when you see them online or not?
Yep.
I don't know. It looks too creamy.
Just those giant tables. Full
Yeah.
of
Just
food.
the
Great. When you actually see the plates, though, it looks a bit like gelatinous and creamy and I don't know.
I think you're speaking his language.
I'm a quantity guy, and you just see it all on the
It's a bit
table.
wet for you, though.
Could be. I wouldn't.
bit wet.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah, like I
Bit
wouldn't
wet for
necessarily.
you.
I wouldn't need cranberry or like. Well, where am I at with yams? Because I like sweet potatoes. But is there more going on with yams?
I don't know. I just think they've got a funny American word for it.
Yeah,
Sweet potatoes, I can't get on board with them.
I mean they're fine. I would like. I think the
Sweet
era.
potato
of-
mash.
Yeah,
It's okay. I think my thing with, when, this is a very England-specific thing, so apologies to the other countries' listeners, America. When, probably about 10 years ago, for, an entire year, every other building in the UK was occupied by, this American barbecue joint.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, this big meat revolution thing, and then it just kind of died off. They loved sweet potato fries, and I thought, a different kind of chip. I must have this all the time. I think I sickened myself with them.
And the orange was quite appealing.
Yeah,
And the
of course it
colours,
was. Of course it was.
Is it
Yeah,
Thursday?
nailed it.
Thanksgiving. Is it this week? It is,
Yes,
isn't it?
yeah.
Oh, of course, because of the deals. All these deals where they just go change the price $100 up and then change it back.
Just went down again. Yeah.
Whoa!
Full up buying tellies in November.
So we're in the middle of the Evolve Championship match, of course. Shawn Legacy, Jackson Drake, Legacy fast start, atomic drops, swipe right, Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes offer a distraction that allows Drake to suplex him into the corner as we go to a break. When we come back, Legacy's in trouble, but he hits a missile drop kick to the floor, takes out swipe right, gets a 2 count off a sit out implant DDT. Jackson Drake hits some moonsault knees right on his chest. Because Thingy does it sideways, right?
Bailey.
Does it sideways on. He just did it. Oh, I'm just landing right on your chest.
I got annoyed at that. You can't very well say, hey, that's good. Speedball Mike Bailey and Kota Ibushi do it and all the rest of it, but like that idiot, what's he called?
Jackson Drake.
No, I'm on the commentator.
Oh, sorry. Pete Rosenberg.
No, the other one.
This one.
Yeah.
Oh, teachable moment!
Big
Teachable moment!
Innovative offense. No.
It's to him.
Yeah. Legacy hit a sort of, it's like a Spanish fly into a backflip suplex thing. Crowd will get into it at this point, but Drake draped him over the top rope, hit a springboard knee to the back of the head, and hit the unaliver, it's a running knee, for the 1-2-3 to retain the Evolve Championship.
I will talk about this very quickly. There's a squash match on this. It's like there's only 4 or 5 96 rows on Netflix Vault, and it's where the ringmaster comes out and then other stuff happens. Ahmed Johnson has a match against some guy who, kind of a karate jobber.
I know the one.
The suplex.
Yeah.
He almost paralyzes this dude.
The guy's body shape doesn't make sense because it's neither an overhead belly to belly nor a German. It's an Ahmed suplex.
It's like, I'll break your neck.
He's like just straight over the top.
So this guy, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. This match did not give me that feeling. This was a weird match in that some of it looked quite good if you're into this sort of thing. It was kind of every match you've ever seen since 2019. If you've not seen it and you're halfway interested, it was every match you've seen since 2019 and probably a few years before. Wrestled by 2 young kids. One of the heel, Jackson
Drake.
He's got some attitude on him. That act is a good act. He's drenched in it. Like, they look like guys who have to be told backstage to carry on in a more professional way. And I like that energy and I welcome more of it. Like, I find them detestable. So I like the act. I do like the act. But this is just a moves match.
I got sort of collision vibes from this.
Yeah. It was a sort of moves match, though, where it's like, who are you studying this from? Do you know, like, where do you know? Like, it just felt like this is what wrestling is to these young lads now.
Yeah.
And because it was so familiar and moves with the Z happening in front of me, I just found it a little bit, I don't know, I got a bit broad in my thoughts thinking, God, is this just it forever now? Is this just what wrestling is? And this is what the new sort of Bible is, the new study guide is. And that's got a bit sad about the future of the business.
Grab a moonsault knees. That's what the coach is going to be saying.
That's good stuff.
Like, that's what the basics are going to be at in like 10 years. Bragamati. I don't know.
Grab a moonsault, kid. And here's the thing, right? Follow your youth and all that. I wouldn't necessarily grade this on the curve of like every professional wrestling match you've ever seen. But like, there's just a total lack of... Think about why you're doing that particular thing or why you've put those two things together. Like, really think about it because it just makes no sense. But again, I've had this sort of like, especially after the interactions I've had on X of late, like, my God, I feel like I've hit that wall. That happens to every wrestling fan if I'm too old. And no, it's the children who are wrong with this pay-per-view length and match length discourse. I had one person, me? We don't need promos was a response to one of my tweets.
Wow.
We don't, what? It's like, what the hell? The game's gone.
Yeah.
Or I'm too old, one of the two. I've had this sort of headspace, so maybe it's unfair on these 2 young lads who are going to do stupid things, you know, in the ring until they realize 2 years later, oh God, that was stupid. I should stop doing that. I'm literally editing and reworking an article to get republished right now, and I'm in my old writing 3 years ago. I'm like, you idiot. So I get it. But this, the babyface, what's he called?
Sean Legacy.
Baby skins the cat and does a kick at the same time. I get it. It's no one else has thought of it before, so you want to be the guy who thinks of it and you're trying to be creative. There's a good reason why no one's thought of that before. Can you imagine any kind of setup with which to launch a strike that would require such like arduous work to be able to get to and how minimal the impact's going to be because you want to kind of show off? But they're young lads, but that spot's like, that is stupid. That is too stupid even for me.
You've made me think of a very specific example that is almost definitely taped that these 2 would study, and it's sort of the perfect one, but then even then it was only once, and you should probably not do it often. Do you remember at like the epic, we're all in like different parts of the building losing our mind, conclusion to Gargano Cole, where Johnny Gargano deals with the entire Undisputed Era in one tornado DDT spinning kick that gets him back into the ring,
Yeah.
so that Adam Cole can hit with the last shot? that's the one time that is perfect. Like, I've done all the goons at once, and now he's hit me in the back of the head. And I'm
Yeah.
going to give him a 2 count to die for.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Like, that'll be the tape they're studying,
Yeah.
isn't it? And it's like, how can I build that in for a really quiet bit? Like, the 6 minute mark where nobody gives a toss.
Yeah.
That's my time to shine.
Grab
Like,
a moonsault. That's you creased me there.
that's where we're going to be at, though. Like, with everything just moves forward, like that, doesn't it? It's funny. Like, this was a positive for these two, right? And actually, all of them out
Some
there.
of it was well worked, and
It was.
I like the women's evolved match more than this one.
I did. Yeah, it was just a stronger piece of business. But this was like all right for the crowd. As you pointed out there, however many hours into a taping, they just gave them some popcorn nonsense to pop at, and they got the reactions. But it's funny that you'd mentioned like where they're at in their development and whatever, because this is maybe the evolve element of it adds this narrative.
imagine like doing a headbutt from a sit up, but it's like your 1000th crunch, and you're like, oh god, I'm tired. Stick the nut on. It's like, well, that's not really put much power behind that, are you?
No, you're just there.
Yeah,
Luckily, the place
yeah.
is right there for you. Like, it reminded me of that. Like, it was effectively a tryout for them.
Yeah.
Because they were being watched probably by NXT people and doing literally
you'd hope
everything,
so.
everything they
It was on-
could.
it was on its television.
Well, Sean had an eye on it. Like, everything they possibly could to get that call up. And it's like that scene, isn't it, in Beyond the Mat, where they get Mike Morris and his +1 for the day doing the exact same thing. And then Morris just drops that guy in the head, and you see Cornette and Jay like, Jesus Christ! Maybe wants to watch the old head stuff there.
I haven't seen that one before.
Well, yeah.
And Cornette, weirdly, considering what he's like now, is like enthusiastic, and Jim Ross is like, what the
Don't want that happening to one of your moneymaker, Jim. Come on. I'm trying to build a Shark Tank here. You can't do that if the Sharks ain't got any f***ing heads. Like, I sort of felt like that as regular NXT viewers. Are these the acts potentially? And I didn't really get it out the moves. I see these moves from wrestlers all the time.
Can't make money with an athletic big man if you're decapitated. Come on, Jim.
You can make a small amount of money with a headless big man. No, it's like the heel act is pretty good.
Yeah.
So I look forward to the day they're called up to NXT proper and are tested as baby faces.
Yeah.
Because they're proper natural.
Oh, they are, like,
proper natural
they-
bodies. So they'll be going down the list like, can't be boring baby faces yet. So time for 18 months of that before you get the call up to the main roster. Because they're good to go. They are actually themselves.
They radiate an energy where it's like they think they are king bollocks.
That's the problem. But Jackson needs to wrestle more like that. He
Yeah,
didn't
of
wrestle,
course.
He
You like
didn't
his gear?
wrestle remotely. Yeah.
It was one of those matches.
The whole look, the aesthetic, the vibe is right. And
Yeah.
then it's like he gets in there and the moves are cool. And it's like, oh, mate.
It's one of those
you're
matches.
knobs.
It's
Like,
one of those matches where you kind of get numb to it all because you've seen it and it's over familiar, and you literally forget halfway through who the baby face and who the heel is. Oh, by the way, I had a bit of is it just me watching? Did you watch any of SmackDown?
Skimmed it. Only skimmed it.
Like JD McDonough versus Ilya Dragunov was just a 2019 NXT UK match.
I only saw the last minute and a half, and it was pretty hot in the building. And that's been like Dragunov's trick when the matches don't start hot so far in this title run. Because I don't think JD's a good singles guy.
Thank you.
That's all I like him dicking about with Finn Balor to a point. I also came up with yesterday the idea of, how in the end, when the NWO was split and even Sting had to join, and he just had his red face paint. Like, I think we can have Judgment Day been around so long at this point, and WWE rely on them so much, you can have Judgment Day and Judgment Ray, where we have a baby face group. And Ray gets purple and thingy game made. And then the street trash, JD can do that forever in the street trash side.
Yeah. Bit of retention. I might give you 3 minutes on Raw later on in this podcast, because obviously I missed it yesterday looking after my daughter. So
I did see people in the chat yesterday for the Raw review saying, I wish Sidg was here for this show.
we might get 3 minutes of Raw in a little while.
The grass.
I'll probably forget.
Did you mention that? And I was like, the grasses never stop, do they? Because you started the podcast and I went, I didn't like it. And then you went, oh, God. So even within the first couple of minutes, Hamflett didn't like it. Where's Sidg to criticise the Fed with these two marks? I didn't like it. What do you want?
We see Sol Ruca sat backstage and a towel flies in, but not from Zaria this time. It's from Ethan Page, who says, truth hurts sometimes, doesn't it? She'd still be the North American champion, maybe if she'd forgotten about her friendship with Zaria or stopped worrying about it at least. Sol says it's complicated. Page says nothing complicated. You're world champion caliber, kind of playing second fiddle. You should do that to nobody. Page has some advice for her. Don't go out for Zaria's match tonight, speed title. Focus on Sol Ruca. Myles Borne comes in and says, don't listen to him. I thought, hello, here he is. And he says, Paige says to Myles, stop sticking your nose in other people's business. Concentrate on Trick Williams tonight. Myles says, this is the biggest match of my career. I'm fully locked in. And Paige puts over Trick, saying he's a man who knows how to do things the right way and focus on himself. Myles is focused on everybody else. And Paige insists he'll never have to focus on Myles and just walks off.
Decent overlap. This Myles, Borne, they are.
I said he should be. I think he should win. He might be the one to win the North American title.
Yeah, and then here's that guide. But what they've tried to do in the meantime is actually earnestly present him as a main eventer instead. And then when he falls just a little bit short, it's okay because he's going to fall backwards into the proper feud. This is all right booking of the Myles Borne character, considering what would happen later on. And to overlap it with the Sol Ruca Zaria thing, you might as well. It's quite economical to use these characters because otherwise there's no need for them to interact, but you've got the double benefit from it.
I really like Ethan Page. He's just a
me
dickhead
too.
walking
Yeah, me
around
too.
with his title.
He's charmed me, Ethan Page. A lot of Force of Will stuff because how often was I just not excited for the matches? And then he'd sort of get me even in them. He's done it. Ethan Page, he's cracked it.
And then we got the Women's Speed Championship final. It was Zaria versus, one member, I should say, from Fatal Influence, that being Fallon Henley, former Women's North American champion, of course. She was accompanied by the newest member of Fatal Influence, that being Lainey Reid, and the new NXT Women's Champion, Jacy Jayne.
No. Wrestler of the Year in a way.
in a way.
We all know the rules for Speed. It is 5-minute match. At one point, it did the lighting changes did look class in the theatre.
As always.
Zaria gets a Texas Cloverleaf. Henley gets a rope break. But as the time's running out here, guys. Henley goes for a high cross off the top. Zaria rolls through, deadlifts her. There's a DDT by Henley, countering Zaria for a 2 count. 15 seconds left. Quick. Zaria gets Henley up in the fireman's carry for the finish, but time runs out. That's it. What the hell happens now? It's just the Speed title. Well, thankfully, we go to Avar, the character we've created. Right?
I love it.
Yes!
Checking.
And she basically says, that's not how we do things in NXT.
It's Ava.
Yeah.
Subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling on YouTube. It's a completely different experience.
She basically says, that's not how we do things here in NXT.
That's not how we do things here in NXT.
She orders that the match must... Sorry. She says the match must continue.
The match must continue.
This is sudden death.
This is sudden death. Wrong, though.
I mean, it's a match.
No. Your recap was wrong. Because she comes out. And I'm paraphrasing, but you've missed an important detail that I wanted to bury her for.
Oh, okay.
And she goes, no. We are in New York City. But the match, it's sudden death now. There's a scene missing, line missing. You meant to say, we're in New York City. The best fans are the loudest fans in the world, and they demand the highest, and you put over the crowd. She might as well have went, no, the sky's blue. You know what I mean? What?
Told about everything that's irritating admin to her. Every element of this job.
Yeah.
Oh, God, we're in bloody New York City. Might bloody have to now. Carry on.
Yeah.
Can we get this done, please?
Yes.
I've got to be champion. I've got to get out of here.
She didn't mention what was so...
No.
It could be anywhere.
Could we say we're going, they've gone Broadway and No, we're here.
It's just hopeless.
We're going to sudden death, which is every wrestling match.
Yeah.
Every wrestling match is sudden death.
Next 4 wins. Yep.
Yep, that's how it works.
So they went from the Speed rules to a wrestling match.
Yeah.
Anyway, we get a Rings of Saturn by Henley. Zaria escapes that. Henley eats a press slam off the middle rope from Zaria, who fires up. She spears Henley out of the ring. She's going to spear her on the floor, but instead she flies into the steps because Lainey Reid saves her Fatal Influence teammate, pulls her out of the way. We go back in the ring. Henley nails her Shining Wizard. Famous 1, 2, 3 new Speed champion, baby.
Find this. I think it's a proper example of I'm quite invested in the characters, so I quite enjoyed the match. The work was just the work. like the usual exchange of the moves. There was no botches or anything, so it's got that going for it. Ultimately,
I was very much team. I like Zaria, but I was very much team Fatal Influence.
Same, absolutely same. I was rooting for the prophecy. We didn't quite get.
We booked the prophecy.
And they knew what they were doing because you had the pulls with the 2/3 of them. You know, it was all on Lainey Reid. Now, I thought the
thankfully Avar had a good old strategy to make sure that didn't happen a little bit later on.
Yeah. It wasn't quite Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Shane McMahon off Hell in a Cell, but Lainey pulling Fallon out of the way was pretty good. That looked convincing. It didn't look like Zaria was just going, oh, and like going head first into the steps. That was like decent timing there. And obviously, Ruca not being a counter can sit in the background as well.
You just sparked something there. The only because it was just mediocre work about characters I find ridiculous half the time. Like Fallon was more vocal than Zaria. None of that really from Zaria last night. In terms of the noise, is more like from Fallon Henley.
Love Fallon Henley though. Happy that she's got a belt.
Yeah, me too.
It's the worst belt in the world.
She measured how much.
I mean, it's well.
She measured her excitement when she looked at it. Like the referee handed it to her while she's on her knees, and she's like, "I cannot do Shawn Michaels WrestleMania 12 for the speed title." It's
especially because she's already had a belt in NXT.
Yeah, like, I've had a prop one of these. What's this? Like,
yeah, I like that. I mean, there is a story you could go forward where she's like JC can be like, you know, you've got a belt. Yeah, but I want your belt.
Remember when Blake Monroe did that in the promo?
Yeah. I don't want that
because like I'm a double champion. Yeah, nobody said anything about the speed title.
Keep that away from me. Right, we're here. Shiloh Hill's back. Yeah. Hoorah! Hoorah! A week today. No, a week tomorrow.
So what?
We can do the bowling. Hoorah!
Ah, right. Yeah. Christmas party.
Yeah.
Are you going?
Yeah, can't make it.
Doesn't want to.
Shiloh Hill's there. He talks about his dad, how important he is with regards to wrestling, giving him being a long-time wrestling fan, giving him a WrestleMania shirt. That's a big deal. Talks about playing wrestling with his dad, breaking his dad's nose. And then...
What?
Then, obviously, so... You know, you're right, as you know about logical story progression. Pulls out his tooth, says, I've seen this. He lost it in NXT. His mom was like, you need to get that fixed. And he was like, this is class. I'm keeping this. And then suddenly goes, sorry, guys, I've forgotten my wire cutters. Bye.
Oh, my God.
He's the best.
What was that about?
Well, the whole...
I had an idea, but I forgot it.
I
think that's NXT booking, isn't it?
Was it in the early 2000s, probably our university time, when the word random was destroyed for right? I think Shiloh Hill's bringing it back.
Random.
I think Shiloh Hill's bringing it back. There was just no place for it anymore, was there?
You got so drunk last night, but we went to a different pub than usual. It was so random. Shut up.
Are they just... Are they genuinely just putting the camera on him and saying like...
You know, why is nothing random anymore? Even though we live in increasingly more chaotic times.
Shiloh Hills might have just rediscovered it. He might have found the old, might have pressed the random button, 3 subjects from the... He's gone on the dark web. He's pressed his randomizer, and he's pressed the dark web randomizer, and those are the 3 subjects.
Have we just come up with a new game for the preview? What random things will Shiloh Hill mention next week?
I mean, I don't know if we want to be treading into those waters, because it's like, well...
Higher or Shiloher?
I like it now. Yeah, it's good, this. I broke his nose.
What? Huh?
Paint's quite a picture there. Playing wrestling, love playing wrestling with Dad. We've got kids, like, we're all at the point you can have like loads of fun with them, but you're super... You said jackknife your kids on a bed or a sofa, because it's the most fun, but my God, you protect them on the way down, and he broke his dad's nose. Right there.
This, for now, is actually funny, so it gets a pass. But yet again, I must ask the question, what is professional wrestling's fixation with giving, like, supernatural, spooky, or intense, or unhinged, or that sort of area of personality to people who just aren't anything like it? I must get the bull cutters now. Is about as scary as me?
But isn't he... That's his whole deal, right? Like he's had this YouTube channel for ages where
we know all about gnoming.
Gnoming, so he dicks around on the dark web. Maybe what the problem is that the people that are now have got their mitts in. I'm doing that thing where it's like, you know, when you like the wrestler, so you bury the writers rather than
Yeah.
It's like, what if they just let him loose a little bit and be like, what do you actually do on that dark web? This is a really weird thing you do. Can you tell us about it so we can like create stuff for you? Rather than coming up with just such a random item we've got about there.
So the idea, I guess, is for him to just talk about his life, but then he gives you a glimpse of that El Snapo side, and I just don't think he's scary at all.
I've thought of something he could order off the dark web.
Go on.
Careful.
A mafia hit.
Oh my God.
Desperately booking Tony D so he doesn't get released at the moment.
Yeah, I'm panicking and all.
One of the things we booked him for was the ANC Survivor. Here's John Cena to announce the men's participants. And, well, who could have called this? Oh, us, yesterday. Because he announced that Javon Evans was going to be in it, the TNA X Division champion Leon Slater. So that's going to be loads of fun.
Didn't get Leon Slater, did we? I don't think.
No, we didn't get that one. We were booking...
we put Thingy in, the new speed guy.
Jasper Troy.
With his pots and pans in the mini cage, just making noise against the bars. I'm in the penalty box, but change, I'll be out in a minute.
Joe Hendry, obviously. Dion Lennox of DarkState.
You didn't get that.
No, we didn't get that.
I was going to say. So you didn't get him.
Got a few. But when we did get the fact that he would announce that the winner of the main event tonight, Myles Borne versus Trick Williams, would be the 5th competitor.
Yeah.
I like that lineup.
Yeah, me too. It's do you know what? Not only do I like the lineup, I like the match. Obviously, I get excited for it. But they gave you that nice thing at the end as well, to sort of show you the goodies in it. And it's like the teamwork's not going to work on deadline night. Can't do that.
Yeah.
Like it's going to have to go out the window. And if anything, that puts Dion in the driver's
I
seat.
mean, you mean next week when we have, the go-home show for NXT Deadline and then all the fallout from Goldberg, the Golden Real, yeah.
Oh, that, yeah. The inevitable 8-man tag that was definitely set up here.
Yeah. And also, I assumed this was a pre-tape from John Cena because of everything. But according to what happened later with the women's announcement, no.
He was in front. Yeah, he was watching.
He must have been like, quick, switch that camera on. She's lost the title.
We said he was going to perform it like when you see Krusty doing the voiceovers in The Simpsons.
I heartily endorse this service or product.
Tatum Praxley, Paxley.
You know those
Yes.
Yeah, we never mention them, do we?
promos?
Yeah.
John Cena's a weird guy, isn't he?
I haven't watched a single second of them.
I will watch that interview.
I watched the interview.
Like that music, by the way, real Fed heads will know. It's actually one that they made for him back in like the mid to late 2000s, and it never got used for anything. It's on like one of those Spotify compilations. When they stopped releasing albums with stupid titles and they just started putting them on Spotify, you can find it on there, 2008, 2009.
Sad John Cena.
And I swear it was for like, they'd intended to one day use it in, you remember when they slowed down Real American when Earthquake squashed?
Yeah.
I imagine one day they were going to do a beatdown angle on Cena so that you see him getting wheeled into an ambulance. Like
It's like sad EastEnders ending.
Yeah, I get that. Oh God, they're playing the sad Cena music. This could be it for him this time.
It just comes off. It's like,
luckily, the character never sold anything like it would require it. So.
What is wrong with WWE fans, man? Like, John Cena is the hero and all that. He just comes off as the most, like, careerist, ruthless, vision boardy. Like, he has a goal for every single day of his life. Sometimes you have C+ days on, but when you go to E+ days, it's like, have a day. Let's have a day, mate.
Yeah. I randomly saw, I have no idea.
Random. But that's kind of be a thing.
There we go.
It's too annoying to even parody.
Hang on.
No.
Matt Steele. Don't put that on the list of bits. Thanks, mate.
Thank you. Matt Steele might be a honorary podcaster in terms of the research he might have done for a pod that might go out over Christmas.
Oh, I got another content idea sent to me yesterday that I need to share with you.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just saw a clip from, you'll know what year it is, a build to a Survivor Series where Kurt Angle's in the ring and he announces Daivari is his special guest referee for his match with Cena.
2005.
Great. And it was just like a snapshot.
Made me feel good. So.
It was like a snapshot of what it was like back then. I was like, do I show this to Sidg? And I was like, maybe not before a podcast. Because it was like, he's there and he's like, I'm really intense. I'm going to kick your ass. Daivari's like shouting and stuff. And then we cut backstage to John Cena. And he's like, hi, everybody, I'm John Cena. And I'm going to completely no-sell the fact that I, in theory, cannot win this match for my title.
Yeah.
Because the referee is
Openly corrupt.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's like, I'm going to go and find out what the locker room thinks of Kurt Angle. And you'll never guess what. He goes in the women's locker room and he sees some boobs. And then he goes in the men's locker room and there was Snitsky giving a massage to Tomko. So you can imagine his reaction to that.
Yeah.
And then he walks out into the crowd. It's so funny. He's like, they're just such a mess. He's like, hey, everyone's like, oh, bloody hell, John Cena's here. And they're like, what do you think of Kurt Angle? You just have to say, yeah, he sucks. That's the thing. But everyone's just like, it's John Cena. And he's like, what do you think? And they just say the line. It's brilliant. I mean, it's a weird time for a 2005 WWE.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
8 minutes, that segment as well. But he does get to see some boobs. So he like walks in. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then one of them's like, I want you to look or whatever. But
It's Candice Michelle.
I think it was, yeah.
So I think we've used that as a thumbnail.
Candice Michelle on Marie.
Oh my God.
Canellis, maybe.
You're right.
yeah, I'm good. You missed Gooner Comment of the week yesterday.
Oh, well, tell it to me again, and then I'll give you my raw thoughts for 3 minutes or so.
Okay, when do you want to do it?
Now.
Okay. From Raw.
Oh, you got them so quickly. You just got yesterday's Gooner comments just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Pictures as well.
Gooner Comment of the week. This was, I think, a picture, did I say, from
Tony Storm.
Tony Storm from Full Gear.
Yeah.
Women's wrestling fan
Oh, probably progressive comment incoming.
writes, I've been jerking off to this non-stop.
Like blisters on his cock.
Non-stop.
Non-stop. Like sometimes, right, the word non-stop is sometimes the funniest word in the entire world to me. If it's well deployed in the middle of a sentence, it's absolutely incredible. You know how people say Twitter's dead, and they're mostly correct, and I refute that by saying once a day,
Yeah.
I scroll through loads of rubbish, so like really psychic damage stuff. Like I was tempted to mute the word if yesterday. But you can't really do that because like it's very common. It's like you know those.
I'm getting rid of the letter E.
I only half skimmed it to my Raw review, which is imminent. It's going to be incomplete because I kind of half awake, half watched it just as something like if I fall asleep, I fall asleep, right? So it's not the full good faith breakdown of Raw that I usually provide, right? But like apparently there's no women's match.
Mm-hmm.
And like, the amount of tweets I read that came on my For You tab. So, if this Hammer and Daniel made Tony Khan, I was like, just grow up, you stupid dickheads. Like the freakazoids have gone mental over the past couple of weeks and months. Like they've gone absolutely.
That's a funny sentence. The freakazoids, them freakazoids have lost it.
You
Like,
cannot say a single thing bad about AEW, like a moderate criticism or like a gentle suggestion for an improvement. Oh, this thing that's really good could be a lot better. So you can't do this. You can't mute that word at all. You just want town hall promos. You just want it to be like WWE, don't you? It's like, get a life, you complete and utter loser. Like, your head is mental. Like, you would rather watch virtually heatless 20-minute matches because in your head, that's the only alternative to, like, an advert on a WWE PLE. And because I don't want to watch that, I'd rather watch, I had a collage of, like, awesome Tanaka One Night Stand, Cactus Jack, Max Payne, Nasty Boys, Eddie Kingston, CM Punk, and Kurt Angle, Rey Mysterio, all either in that 9 to 10 minute range. So if that was an undercard for a pay-per-view, and you had those like 3 New Japan long main event, that'd be incredible, absolutely unbelievable. Like so much better than like 9 or 10 longish matches. Now there should be more. There shouldn't be matches that go over 15 minutes, under 15 minutes on a pay-per-view. What? Anyway, so I want to mute the word if. What's that got to do with anything?
Well, there's a word you might want to mute here from Alan. I'm sorry about this. You remember this from yesterday. Just writes, scrumptious armpits.
That's it, right? That's a good comment of the week.
Well, no, there's one final comment here.
yeah.
From Stink Pipe Addict.
Oh, what an awful order of words. Stink pipe.
Addict.
Yeah.
Just writes, just one whiff would be life-changing.
And you'll agree with this, Sidg. We made the point.
One whiff.
He's an addict. It's not. It's going to contribute to his problem, and he's going to immediately have his whiff.
And then it's like, he's not going to be satiated,
That's
is he?
it. He doesn't. He's an addict. He's a self-appointed addict, and he doesn't realise that one whiff's not going to be enough. He's going to go looking for another stink pipe.
Whiff is all it takes. You're Ralph out.
Right, okay. Again, certain things I didn't catch because I was just half awake, you know. So apparently there's an AJ Lee promo that I would have hated.
Yep.
That I, in fact, did not see or even know existed. This mini Cena thing. Like, it's not funny, and it's absolutely not something they should be doing. It's darkly funny that they thought it was a good idea to do. I could not believe it. I couldn't believe that they did this.
They're putting an impossible amount of stock in people's belief in the Dominic Mysterio character to try and wriggle through the kayfabe rationale for it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
like,
more...
It's not. It just still doesn't work.
More pertinent was the fact that what are they thinking?
Yeah.
What were they thinking? And I'm going to say one thing. I don't want to offend anyone. Which is not what... That's a sentence that they didn't say when booking this segment. I don't want to offend anyone. I think there's a lot of well-intentioned and really quite intelligent people who I know or follow, whatever, who I saw a lot of people say, God, is Vince McMahon back? Or this is something Vince McMahon would do. As if it was like this out-of-character thing for Paul Levesque.
Mm-hmm.
And I completely push back on that. Yes, he isn't as flagrant or as upfront about what he clearly finds funny, but is clever enough to realize, I can't really put that on TV and all the rest of it. Like, it's absolutely something I expect from someone who willingly participated in and probably conceived, or at least thought it was the best idea in the world, of Little People's Court.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we use that exact example, didn't we? Yeah.
Like, this is Levesque's broad comedy, like, distilled in one segment. The only difference is he is either clever enough not to do it too often, or quite frankly, it's something he'd love to go back to doing, but he's too much of a craven coward to actually do it. So I would push back at the idea of, oh God, Vince McMahon's back. It's like, I get it. It's something that he would happily do, but let's not give Paul Levesque an out as this out of character Vincian moment. He loves this stuff. If you look at like this roast of WrestleMania, which again, like, I quite like dark comedy. I'm not really like this kind of person who's like, you shouldn't say that and all the rest of it. It's like, I really don't care. Personally, very easy for me to say as a 40-year-old white bloke, But like that roast of WrestleMania, it's like they were doing jokes about people who weren't sat there, who volunteered to participate in it. They were just trying to say the ugliest edgelord stuff imaginable about anything and anyone. Who weren't part of it's just Triple H is an arsehole. That's the main headline of my review. Triple H is the worst guy in the history of guys. This is something he absolutely finds hilarious, and it wasn't this out of character, weird sort of throwback to the Vince days. He loves it, and he's an arse.
I mentioned the Vince thing. I thought this felt like I was watching a Vince segment.
It was Vincian.
The booking was out of character, wasn't it? If not the sense of humour. The choice to actually do
it's like he grew a set of balls and did what he wanted to do. He decided to take the mask off for once in his cowardly, snake-like life, Triple H. That was my read on it as well. Jey Uso continues to reach new depths, like previously unexplored new depths of being a shitter. I love him. He's hopeless.
This week's Jey Uso.
He is diabolical. It's so funny that this keeps happening. Why would you, I'm not saying that Jey Uso was like primarily responsible for this like slow creative popularity decline of WWE, but he ain't helping. He's an embarrassment, love, to be honest. It's kind of funny to me as someone who's like, they'd probably deserve a little bit of a downfall of Fed for, horrible things that they've done and continue to do. Just funny. Why is this dude given so many he's folding under that pressure? He can't do a thing right. I thought Carmelo Hayes Gunther was actually better than the Javon match.
Yep, he said as much, yeah.
Like I thought
before I knew that you weren't coming in, I was watching this match, and genuinely, my thought after it finished was, "Oh, am I gonna have to fight with Sidg over this?" Because I absolutely loved it.
I thought it was really good.
Like it's my favorite Hayes babyface performance ever, because I never really liked the NXT
I like
version.
linking the count out, the tease
Yeah.
of which was so much better. I was, Cody Drew at SNME. I thought the count out, even though the crowd counted along, I thought you haven't milked this at all. The announce table, and I compared it to those that obviously went to the well once too often. Those epic New Japan 20 counts from Peak Resurgence New Japan, where it's like they got you every single time. This Carmelo Hayes Gunther one was so much closer to that than the Cody Drew one. I thought that was a really good count out tease. It didn't dissuade me from my notion that Gunther is going downhill as a wrestler. Like, he's botching in a lot of matches now. That DDT spot was just horrendous. Like, Carmelo Hayes was right to be as pissed off as he was. That was like his big sort of moment in the match, and Gunther just Uso'd it. Really.
I like them doing his choice or the agents, however they came about it, going back to that multiple powerbombs thing. Just because one didn't work. I keep doing it.
Yeah.
That was always so cool about Gunther's finishing style.
I actually really rated that match. I thought it was a good bit of business. What else did I actually watch? Oh my God, Brock Lesnar sucks ass. Yeah. And even if you take away the reason why I don't like watching him full stop, irrespective of what he does in there, and I can't separate that personally. Even if you just watch it through a completely naive, turn real world off brain, like much like a child or an overgrown child, like half the wrestling fandom. And I include the other company's fans in that as well, because they've gone mental. I hate them. I hate them so much, bro. They're so irrational. They're so like blinkered and like partisan in their thinking of like, oh, you want the Fed, do you? No, I don't. Like, even if you can,
I'll take some.
I'll get it.
Okay.
Like, even if you are that person who can switch it off, and I understand everyone's got their own. Like, I support Newcastle United Football Club. I know the ownership's horrible. It's something I can't shake out of my life. I get it. Everyone's a hypocrite on some level, right? Even if you take that hypocritical notion, or even if you're one of those guys who's like, thank Brock's back, this woke pussy dead. Even if you're one of them who doesn't care about that feeling of being a hypocrite, and in fact, you actively revel in being a terrible human being, if you simply focus on the performance in the fiction, this guy's rubbish.
He's rubbish.
Does he even know he's playing a heel? Because I understand the joy of our Brock Lesnar just being a babyface, and he's got his cowboy hat, and he's driving a tractor. What they call him, Jolly Brock Lesnar for a while. Was that his
something
nickname?
like that, yeah.
Anyway, that babyface character, before he turned on Cody, when he's feuding with Roman for a bit, and he's
the
just
forklift in the ring stuff.
Forklift, cowboy hat. Hey, I'm just here to
Cowboy Brock. That was
Cowboy Brock, mess things up with a smile on my face. He's still doing that as a heel. He's a literal buffoon.
Yep.
He's like that Abe. God damn it, Abe. Can't you go 5 seconds without embarrassing yourself? Bing! Pants down Brock. He's a clown. He's a buffoon.
We did come up with a potentially great War Games spot to that end, because I did say he's in his Mr. Bean era. You remember against John Cena at Extreme Rules where he dove so far that he just flung himself out of the ring like an ignoramus, right? But he does that in War Games, and he gets... we also said now that his shorts fell down, and he's got like heart boxer shorts on.
Yeah, shorts catch on the cage that he's in when he goes to walk like, here I come.
Catch the string.
Oh no, I've got my boxer shorts got hearts on them. Ooh.
So he dives at the baby faces, and he gets his head and neck and upper body caught in the gap, the very small gap between the ring and the cage. So the rest of the match takes place with Brock Lesnar's legs up in the air like that. He can't get out. He's such a clown.
And even if those two sort of like, well, a literal slip up and a split pants thing, like it doesn't, he is a clown. He's like, he's
a stupid idiot as well. The R-Truth promo before the split pants was one of the worst segments of the year.
Yeah.
One of the worst segments of the year.
I do not find, and this is like, Paul Levesque is a failure. I do not find Brock Lesnar intimidating.
No.
How has that happened?
Like, Brock's finished, and they're just thinking they can still autopilot this bitch. Like, Paul
They're
Heyman
not even
stands...
autopiloting it. Autopilot would be Brock, mean mug, going through the motions. Like, autopilot Lesnar would be WrestleMania 32 Bill Lesnar for me.
I think he's gone and said, can you put him back next to me? He's conscious enough of what he can or can't do, and he's like, get him right back next to me.
Like,
he's rubbish.
He's smiling and laughing like a buffoon, putting that hat on little bro and Bron Breakker, this future great prospect I keep hearing about for 4 years. He just doesn't take it seriously.
No.
Raw was there, and I thought Roman, Cody, and Punk together was awful. I couldn't necessarily specify why, and it's weird. I don't know if Roman's ruining it because Cody and Punk together are magic every single time. I don't know if they were trying to do something that would have played better in a backstage segment of these muted reactions of, well, we all kind of think we're King Dick here. But like, you've got your three biggest baby faces in one ring, and they're all kind of acting as if they're insecure and want to be the biggest star and not like the best guy. And there's three of them doing it. I thought it was unlikable torture, personally. Yeah, Raw sucked ass from what I saw. Anyway.
Speaking of unlikable, Izzi Dame cuts a promo after the betrayal of Tatum Paxley last week. I thought this was good. Oh, Tatum.
Apparently Raw was even worse than I thought as well, because I need to check this AJ Lee crap out.
Oh, yeah, don't watch that. Tatum, don't act like you didn't hear my warnings loud and clear. I told you not every voice in your head is worth listening to, and yet you still followed them. And ultimately, it led straight to your downfall. Replay of her getting her head taken off by the culling. I'm sure you're going to sit there and cry like you always do, but don't worry. I'll explain everything next week. And remember, Tatum, it is what it is.
This segment, as just fine as it was as a follow-up, is why I feel like the power's back, because we always liked the bobbins the most when it was sort of informed by some decent booking. You can really do this when the booking that gets you there is at least solid, and the booking of the culling and Tatum Paxley has been entertaining. So then you get this follow-up segment with the daft video and the culling. Do whatever you want, because you've actually done the hard work, and now you can treat yourself to some like silly character nonsense. I like this, and I like all of it without caveats.
Yeah,
well done, all of them.
Just usual follow-up.
I love Izzi Dame. Tatum's gonna.
Yeah, this.
I think he told me about it.
No, you told me.
Oh, yeah, because I got excited. I got so excited.
Take what I'm saying, man. I'm the ringmaster.
I think we all, by the way, separately all agreed the Righteous in NXT actually worked.
Yeah.
Bring him in.
Usually it's the kind of thing I would kill you for.
Yeah. But
they're good now, are they? But no, that makes too much sense.
Yeah.
Dig what I'm saying, man. That's the bottom line.
Because me or Dutch or whoever the hell we are said so.
TNA Knockouts Championship triple threat next. You had TNA President Carlos Silva and Tommy Dreamer watching this from the front row.
I bet you was absolutely erect. Being able to be associated with a WWE show again after all these years.
They put the building at flood risk because he was crying so much.
He was coming so much as well. Crying and coming and crying.
Tommy Dreamer.
It's Kelani, Jordynne Grace, and
do the first rope shot when it's at the W. And he just jerked off over it when he was there in the 90s.
He's like his tapes that he's just jacking off to his own matches.
Yeah. And having a little cry afterwards.
I never beat Raven, but I always beat off.
Jordynne Grace was the popular one here, of course. She and Yǐng take turns just beating up the champion, Kelani Jordynne. Jordynne jumps on Grace's back, and that's broken up with a top rope blockbuster from Lee, who also knees Grace in the head. Jordynne knocks Lee outside. Grace gets up for a running Vader bomb. Jordynne double stomps both of them. It's a DDT for 2 on Jordynne Grace, and there's an Asai moonsault to take both of them out as we go to a break. When we come back, we see Kelani Jordynne frog splashing Jordynne Grace for 2. Lee makes the save. Jordynne's super Spanish fly gets another near fall on Jordynne Grace, but Grace powerbombs both of them to get a 2 count on the champion. Jordynne missed a 450, got kicked in the face by Yǐng, but Grace made the save. Grace hit a spinning torture rack powerbomb, and had the match won, but suddenly in flies Yǐng, kicks Grace away, steals the pin, 1, 2, 3, new TNA Knockouts champion. Nice moment for her, in tears as they put the belt around her waist.
Yeah. They think they're getting away with this, but they're not, right. They think they're booking
I'd be
this.
crying too if I got sacked and they brought us back for like less money.
Yeah, she looked and remembered that she was wrestling in a WWE ring, but sadly it was for a
Actually,
TNA
given
title.
the NXT salaries you hear about, she might be on more.
Aye, possibly now. TNA is like such a mark for ex-Fed wrestlers.
No, it's just more than
Okay,
the NXT salaries are as crap.
Well, that too, yeah. Yeah, it was that sort of booking where they genuinely think, this is brilliant, this is inspired, because we can clean up the old TNA knockout situation and get the belt back over there. And this new heel that we've created, perfectly now set up in a feud with Jordynne Grace, one of our top baby faces. No, what you've done is you've actually made that top baby face and that newly minted heel both complete losers, because this TNA relationship will never not be like the kind of the smaller, another Evolve, basically.
Yeah.
An Evolve that just isn't owned by WWE yet. So Yǐng taking the belt back to TNA actually makes Jordynne Grace and newly minted heel, who's trying very hard to build a bit of momentum, change her in-ring style around. She was good here. Like, making a lot of changes all of a sudden to get this over in Kelani Jordynne. Like, you're making them both just like idiot losers. They are very lucky. Again, they're trying to clean it up and they're getting away with it. And I just don't think we should just let them when we're analysing this. They're trying to get away with it by like, right, straight away in you go into the ANCV, this class match where they all kind of get over and it's going to be a cool night. But like, if you really boil this down, it's bad treatment of the characters. It's Jordynne Grace's bad year continues. Just a multi-time loser. Just says she's going to win belts and doesn't do it. Like, that's Jordynne Grace's year. And Kelani Jordynne being like the uphill task she already had has just gotten a little steeper.
Every triple threat match I've ever seen in my life, hilarious. Again, this WWE TNA relationship is so hilariously one-sided. Like, they give her the title back and she can't even do a move to get it.
Yeah.
Pathetic. Honestly, WWE's terrible. But hilariously, who cares about TNA? So,
Yeah,
at the same time,
it's not all bad.
I know WWE's official X account ain't going to post the finish of this match and go, done this a few times, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
I know they're not going to say that. They're going to all caps Drainmaker it. What a finish! They're going, what a finish. So I was like, I got worked by WWE, so I'm projecting here. I'm a little bit pissed off with myself. So I was like, what a finish! And I was like, all right, okay, well, that's only NXT. I'll watch it because I go on Twitter before I watch this stuff. What a finish! So, don't want it spoiled. Actually, why even ask that question? You do not care at all. Press play. It's just the triple threat finish like you always do. What are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about?
Punctuation, it was supposed to be a question mark. It was like, I agree with you. What?
Finish. What? Finish. So to get it spoiled. But who cares? Just funny. The tearful moment. Oh, yay! Somebody else in a move and I capitalised and I'm celebrating like a baby face. Wrestling's broken on a fundamental level that too many people cannot wrap their stupid heads around. Okay? Yeah, I've got heat with WWE's official X account.
I like the way these three work together, though. It worked nicely in the match.
Yeah, it was fine. Like, Jordynne Grace was like always has stand. I just really, really rate Kelani Jordynne. Like watching her wrestle. It's just some rough sledding. Like with this
bit
booking.
limp for me. And I will say, like, you've miscast this poor woman to the point where she's kind of a laughing stock. To give the TNA title as a heel and I think to take it off her after like what, a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's wild call really. Like,
it's terrible.
There was a lot of they were leaning towards that heel turn for a long time, and that was the inciting incident was to win the title to just be a team player, and then it's like everybody hates you now. Like,
now you don't have the
so you sold yourself out for like a 2-week title.
Well, not 2-week title because she did the showcase. It wasn't Showdown, it was the showcase, and she was team TNA. Obviously, she got kicked out of the locker room. So don't just
don't miss key details out. Yeah,
careful.
You reminded me of something there. You know when you made the point about like don't celebrate that win. Have a bit of dignity. Like, do you remember who was the worst of all time for celebrating a win that he had no right to celebrate was Big Bobo when he beat Brock Lesnar.
Oh, God,
with Roman Reigns' help. That's why he wants to win so much in AEW, because he really does believe in it.
Yeah.
It's like you're sort of, well, excuse me, he's the world champion, so how's he rubbish? Like, he's good. Like, I did it. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, his gear looked amazing that night. Dun, 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 dun. Roman Reigns came out and him and Paul Heyman screwed Brock Lesnar in front of me. I watched it, Bobby.
Yeah.
There's no, yes, I did it. Cheer me, guys.
Poor Big E as well.
Aye.
When he's like, I'm going to go after this injured man, just like I dreamed of when I was 7.
But I did tweet about it a few hours ago, so give me a break.
Yeah, I warned you.
I tell you.
We were desperate for a number.
So I spoiled the surprise.
Do anything.
The
Worst year to hold the Money in the Bank briefcase. That
every week it was Nikki ASH. Is this anything? Like it was. We need a number from anything. Big E tweet something. Big E tweet something like, "I'm going to win the world title tonight." What? Yeah, that's how we're telling you you're doing it.
Yeah.
You're joking.
Wasn't there already a world title match? That was the whole thing, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
Bobby. Yeah. Says I'm going to win it anyway.
Yeah.
See you in a bit.
See you later.
Biggie, but there's already a world title match, Biggie.
We're gonna do it anyway.
And we said at the time, there was probably only Big E in the entire world of all of pro wrestling
Yes.
who could have got away with that. Imagine if, like, no disrespect, imagine if, like, Dolph Ziggler was holding the case or something. Guys, tonight's the night, I'm cashing in. Right, lock the doors. Don't let Ziggler in.
I remember that night Ryan Satin going full Wilbourn.
What will happen?
Because, like...
Careful. Don't compare me and him.
Because, well, you know, the difference is, like, you do his bit. This is his genuine way of trying to get ahead of the marks. Like, so Big E tweets that, and then Ryan Satin tweets something like, and people were like, kind of preemptively complaining, saying, "Oh, what a rubbish way for a nice guy like Big E to do this," when realistically, could be main eventing WrestleMania. It'd be nice if he didn't have to do the heel cash in. And people were making, like, just, you know, usually salient points. And then Ryan Satin was like, "Don't know what everyone's complaining about. It's going to get a huge pop and people are going to love it." And then, like, in response to that, people were like going, well, yeah, because people like Big E. We're not saying we don't like Big E. We're just saying it could be done in a better way. And, you know, title changes tend to get a pop regardless of how good the match is or whatever. And then he did the Oprah Winfrey gif of, like, afterwards. And it's like, I hate you. I hate you.
The original scene.
You don't even like this. You don't even like this. You don't even like it.
I don't know. I saw him when Ronda Rousey came out and he was buzzing.
Do the satin.
I'm here at the Royal Rumble.
Shall I do the music for you?
I'm here at the Royal Rumble, and we're doing the countdown. Who's next?
Reputation.
Dickhead.
Right. Where are we? Oh, Fatal Influencer backstage celebrating Fallon and Henley win the speed title. There's Lainey, Reid, of course, and NXT Women's Champion JC Jane. When in walks Avar, and
I love this, man.
announces
I
that
love Avar.
announces that thankfully Fatal Influence now banned from the from the ringside for the Evolve Women's Championship match later. So that's all cleared up for later.
Checking.
There was a sit-down interview between Sarah Schreiber and Ricky Saints.
We'll have a look. Of course, we'll have a look.
Yeah, Ricky Saints and Sarah Schreiber sit down. Obviously, they've got the title match at NXT Deadline with Obafemi. Ricky says all the eyes are on him, the pressure's on. Last week he was confident, very confident, but this week he started to question himself. Sarah's like, well, you beat Obafemi before. Why is it different now? And Ricky says, I've been trying to pinpoint what worked for me. I don't know. I don't know if it was maybe just a deviation of the Obafemi title run, like, you know, he's going to have it for a bit, but then it's going to go back to Oba. Sarah wants to know how he gets over the doubt, and Ricky talks about pressure. He says he takes it head on. Hates it, it sucks, but that's how he handles business. All the critics, all the naysayers, they're going to question Ricky. But if he can't beat Obafemi, who can? The impossible becomes possible when it comes to Ricky Saints. And he's going to prove to everyone that he is the NXT champion. And Sarah wishes him luck for Deadline.
I really hope that this is, like, he's going to win, but he's going to win by cheating.
There's a little look at the end, yeah.
And it's going to be, this is the start of the heel turn. Because if it's not, this is terrible writing. Like, this.
NXT?
There was, I know, shocked as you were. Like, there's been a, like, undertone of defensiveness from Ricky Sainz since he arrived in NXT, and it initially was rooted in, like, there was naysayers from, you know how it's starving wrestlers used to be the worst? I think wrestlers that are sick of proving their haters and naysayers wrong are my new, least favourite thing.
Yeah.
Like, well done. Like, you've been motivated by spite. There's only one guy that's the absolute best at being motivated by spite, and he's the best in the world. Like, do something else. Do something else. Like, it's just hearing about naysayers. All it makes me think of is, well, why are they all saying nay?
Yeah.
How much have you done to make these people say nay? And that's
Is it a horse?
That's pretty good.
That's a thought, isn't it?
They're all thoughts.
They're
all thoughts that get expressed through language. So
I'm sure Nicholas loved that. You like me on that?
he just wants to go.
Hey, we got a horse.
We got horses now. Yeah, I just...
Horse it's coming out your mouth.
He's always been really defensive and fight the haters and all that. And
He needs to shut up, doesn't he?
yeah, you don't need to do that all the time. Like, you're the top star, you're the world champion. If anything, you've proven all of them wrong. So show
Shut
that,
up.
live it, live the life that you wanted. and
Best
aspired
revenge is
to.
living well.
Yes.
I watched
So,
this.
so I'm hoping it's a set up a heel turn. And
Yeah, I
that's the
watched
point
this
of all
and
this.
immediately thought of the bit with Daniel Bryan in the AJ Styles match when he's like, oh, referee's distracted.
Yeah.
AJ Styles right there, I'm going to kick him in the bollocks.
And you know what? I will give them some retrospective credit, if so, because I was, along with many people, thought the finish and how he won the title was pretty boring and useless and rubbish. And you were really defensive of it. You were as defensive as Ricky Sainz in many ways, like trying to attack the naysayers because he just did it. He just kept doing it, used the DDT. Oba wasn't ready, wasn't prepared. If that ends up being this thing that kickstarts all of this, not bad.
Retro credit.
Retro credit.
Thing is, I can't tell whether I shared the same thought upon watching this, or if I just find Ricky Sainz such a heel-coded babyface all the time. So I don't know. We'll let it play out. I just did my Raw thoughts earlier, of course, and as I said, I did not watch all of it, so it's not comprehensive. Maybe there was some absolutely goated promos and matches elsewhere on the show. Probably not. Was there LA Knight on it at all?
No.
I thought all the thickos were being thick, and he was obviously going to be in War Games.
No, he would have been, but he's preoccupied with the John Cena Times Now tournament.
Preoccupied?
Yeah, he's got the match on Friday, of course.
Has he?
Yeah, so he's preparing for that probably. Busy.
Yeah, he's going to lose in a tournament. So.
I think
It could be a burial.
I'll take the bet on him winning on Friday. I'll tell you that for free.
Wrestling.
The mystery opponent. We don't know who it is.
The
but-
mystery
Whoa,
opponent.
Whoa, spoilers!
I only said mystery opponent.
Oh.
Back in the top.
Evolve Women's Championship. Kendall Gray with Ren Sinclair.
You need to tell me about that when we get out.
Yeah.
I need to
Lainey
really
Reid.
concentrate on this now.
Lainey Reid all by herself. No fatal influence. They're banned from ringside, obviously. There's an early cross-arm breaker attempt that gets broken up, so Gray just stomps her in the corner. They go to the outside, and Lainey Reid trips Gray face first into the steps. Nice bump as we go to a break.
Yeah.
Gray hits a top rope moonsault when we come back.
Who's Graham?
She gets kicked outside, comes right back in. Reid hits her, or goes for a running charge. Yet that gets counted into a power slam. But then suddenly, oh my God, here's fatal influence.
What are you doing here?
Chasey Jane and Fallon Henley jump on opposite sides of the apron. The referee's like, what the bloody hell's happening? Ren Sinclair, though, there for her friend. Crunch. Decks Fallon Henley. Jane runs at Gray. Gray sidesteps her. Oh no! Jane, Ren Sinclair collide. Ren Sinclair's falling. She's falling. She's falling. She's caught. Who the hell's that? It's a returning Charlie Dempsey. Yeah! He's back. She's loving it, but then everyone's kicked out of ringside now. That's it.
Yep.
And then Gray, there's like a roll-up, obviously, in all this. But Gray counters Reid, an avalanche overhead suplex. She starts worming out and hits the shades of Gray, a running downward spiral for the 1-2-3 to retain.
You know when something's getting really popular and people go off it because it's becoming popular and liking popular things is historically a bit uncool and stuff like that.
People who need to grow up.
That is not something that I'm affected by.
Yeah, because you're a grown-up.
I have a version of this where I don't like what the Borne was like.
Yeah.
Pissed me off. They're right about Kendall Gray. but I wish they would now stop watching and just bequeath her to us NXT regulars.
Here's the thing, though. The ball knowers half the time only pretend to watch.
Good point. So they're going to quickly run out of Kendal Gray references
Yes.
with which to put her over for, because she's the real deal. It's very obvious she's the real deal. We see this sometimes. We had it last year when they did that like mega signing spree. Oh, this women's division is probably better than ever now. Should we bring in Jordynne, Grace, Julia, and Stephanie Vaquero all at the same time? It was just that, and then you're like, well, I thought you said they were really good. What you've done is you've mid-tiered all your top stars by bringing in better ones. Kendal Gray feels like one they've actually got in the system, who they're pretending is trying to fight her way through, and I like that. Didn't see it coming. I'll say that. Like Charlie Denton, what can I do, Dad? Time for you to be a blue eye, son. Everyone has to pass tests around here. You know how it works.
You know, son, I tell you what, it's time for you to be a blowjob. Jim Cornette would call it, like young baby faces. Get it, go and be a blowjob, son. It's your destiny.
Entering the blowjob years, kid.
Enjoy them.
They won't last forever. Believe you me, son, they will not last forever. So I didn't see that coming either. A fun way to offset the distraction. Avar presumably will have a lot to say.
Oh, my word.
Yeah, like that is now becoming a fooed. Fatal Influence are pushing their
She's
luck.
going to put a gear back on. Take like on Triple H.
Should I get a whistle?
Yeah.
Should I expense a whistle?
Should we erect a full screen behind you just to stare at?
Oh, yes, you could turn around. But with like sides on so we can't see what he's looking at.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Check in.
New office will get an Avar section.
Will we?
I don't know, man.
Who's we?
I heard of Kendal Gray before she got signed. No, I didn't.
They're all saying it.
No, a bit of bollocks at the end. Well done. But she is the real deal.
We'll get to her again in just a second. Before that, DarkState are there. Dion Lennox happy, obviously, about it.
Man, after every sentence, is living cartoon Booker T flanderizing himself exponentially every single week? He gets worse and more distractingly. What are you even saying at this point, Book? Every single week.
I mean, how many years ago was it that Josh Matthews just said all of his catchphrases on an episode of like SmackDown?
Yeah, we're 15 years on from the first shucky shucky quack quack. Like,
I've got the Fave 5 now. I've taken that.
Right, yeah.
That's mine.
Is your Fave 5 at the minute?
Well, across NXT. Myles Borne, we'll get to him.
I can say across wrestling, the same list.
Yeah.
I might guess it.
Go on.
Write it in your phone.
NXT Fave 5.
No, all of wrestling Fave 5.
Oh, okay.
Well, the next time you throw it to him, do that.
Okay. Yeah. Dion Lennox is there. He's got the tag belt. He's out on singles gold as well. And then they're like, we're going to look for Myles Borne. And I was like, hard to find. He's in the main event. And then we get John Cena picking the women's Yǐng participants. And they are Sol Ruca, Lola Vice, Jordynne Grace, Kelani Jordynne, which is convenient because she could have been TNA Knockouts champion, but obviously he recorded this immediately after the title match.
You have 2 belts. They're all 2 belts now. There's loads of 2 belts.
And he announced Kendal Gray as Evolve Women's Champion.
Yeah.
Which he could not have been by this point.
That's it. He was watching.
Yeah.
He was definitely live.
Kendal Gray's final participant. Another good lineup.
Yeah.
You do that.
Thank you. The bit that you two have about Iron Survivor being your favourite stipulation and Anarchy in the Arena being Sidgwick's favourite stipulation.
Because it's the better one.
Has, in my opinion, maybe fooled some people into thinking Iron Survivor's not even good. I disagree. I think it's great. And these lineups are interesting because
they've nailed the last 3 minutes. They've nailed
yeah.
the last 3 minutes of every single one of these matches so far.
Yeah, this does what a stipulation should do, which is when you hear about the wrestlers in them, you start thinking about permutations and finishes and who's going to be the one that's in it the longest, who's going to spend the most time in the penalty box, whatever. Good lineups for both matches. I'll look forward to the show. Like every year, I look forward to the show.
They nail the last 3 minutes of these matches every single time. It's just like I've said openly and so often, mainly on the AEW podcast, because I don't trust WWE to come up with ideas. I just love ideas. Like a creative, cool, new idea, because there's so few of them in pro wrestling, and I would rank Iron Survivor amongst them.
Yeah.
Fave 5?
Can I have 8 guesses?
Yeah, go on. You hold this.
Got the bingo button ready. Such an arsehole. In terms of your Fave 5 wrestlers in the world right now.
Yeah.
Dominic Mysterio.
I should have had him on there.
No, dear, that's wrong.
I should have had him on there.
We love him.
Yeah.
Roman.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Got off Roman.
I like Roman. He's just not Fave 5.
Pressure's on a bit now.
So I'm thinking more right now. JC Jane?
Oh, good guess.
No, dear, that's
Get 'em
wrong.
all right now.
Gotta get him all right now.
Is he unpredictable?
MJF. That's AEW sorted.
Correct. Maybe Samoa Joe, actually.
Only because of
Yeah.
he beat Hangman. Nothing merit.
That's funny because I thought you miscounted and put 6 on just because I did Hangman Page as a prank.
In my own...
Okay.
Throw your phone away.
Myles Borne. Sudden death. I'll get it. Don't worry, I'll get it.
Classic Avar. We got 3 to go.
Chelsea Green.
Oh, that was very close to writing her.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Ethan Page.
No, dear, that's wrong.
One more guess. See if I can get over 50%. Gone off Karrion Kross now that he's doing the exact same thing, but no longer affiliated with WWE.
Yep.
Makes sense.
CM Punk.
The other two being...
Lash legend,
Ah.
and he never goes on about him. Tony D'Angelo.
I just want to keep his name in the conversation. I'm really scared about what's going on. with him.
Okay. We should do this again sometime.
Yeah.
Do your Fave 5s.
Well, I mean, I don't even need to make a notes file. They could do it in one image.
2 seconds. You keep talking. I'm going to come up with my
5 versions of CM Punk.
The MFTs. Oh, bloody lot of them. There's my fave 5.
don't forget the MFTs.
That is what I look forward to the most in wrestling every week. When the MFTs getting it.
Think of 2.
What my shoot fave 5?
Of my own.
Of your own.
Announcement next week, by the way, is a deadline summit for the women participants and Josh Briggs versus Tavian Heights grudge match.
One more time, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, we're nearly at the main event of the evening. Trick Williams versus... Oh, sorry. Oh, I've got to go and take this. I'll be back in a minute. Sorry.
Is that?
It's John Future. It's the man who runs our overall company.
You've seen them later on. That's how you're missing the Dynamite
Shut up,
preview and review.
I've got to go and take this. Hello, John. Yeah.
There's no such person. He's having an affair.
Right, yeah, 100%, yeah. I'll chuck some guesses your way if that's all right.
Okay.
Before Wilbourn returns from his phone call.
I can only think of 3 so far.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me. It's not been year.
Would you care to get my fave 3?
Your fave 3.
Yeah.
Sidgwick's fave 3.
Just to watch right now. There's loads of great wrestlers who, when I watch their stuff, I'm like, you know what, you're great.
I don't know. I feel like Bailey, WWE or AEW. I'll go this way to AEW first.
Yeah.
Kazuchika Okada.
Yep, my favorite guy to watch right now. I love him. Did you see him at Full Gear?
Yes.
It's so funny.
Yeah, out of the car and then the end. Yeah, it was a good bit of business, that.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have done the match starting thing again.
No.
That's the most Tony Khan decision ever. wasn't it?
Yeah.
But Okada almost made sense of it contextually, and I appreciate that. Here's the twist. Dax Harwood?
Yep.
Ah, right.
And by extension,
Cash Wheeler.
yeah, love them both.
Okada, so is that counted as a 1 or a 2?
2.
So your fave 3 are Okada and FTR right now?
Yeah.
Yep, fair. Yeah. We just throw into Takeshita because he's the ECA of that program, and that's hot. That's stuff.
They're the 3 where I'm like, this will be entertaining. My interest has peaked. There's loads of wrestlers who I enjoy watching when they finally get on with it. But in terms of the actual, oh God, yes, they're out. I'm get to see them.
Yeah.
I love Okada. It's so good. You're not on X. So you wouldn't have seen this because obviously it's like not official AEW. But there was like someone was filming Okada at the front row, having a bit of like interaction with them at Full Gear. And they went, it's something like, I'm going to be honest with you, Okada, you don't really want to help Takeshita, do you? And he's selling. He goes, hell no. Then just gets it in the ring. It's fantastic.
With the door.
All right.
about that.
Staxy!
Hey, good to see you. How's Charlotte? She okay?
She's a lot better. Thank you very much.
Glad to hear it. Hey, guys, happy Better Conversations Week, huh? Sidg, What's the deal with conversations, huh?
Well, better conversations probably sounds like something we shouldn't be trivializing. Is that not mental health adjacent?
Good to have conversations, but I don't know what the hell they are.
He's got a point there, Sidg. He wants to help, but yeah.
So we are trivializing that. Okay. Conversation is, are you seated?
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I think I'm quite well, Stacks. Do you know what a conversation is?
Nope.
Funny, you've just had one.
Oh!
It's when you ask someone a question or bring up a discussion point or whatever, another human responds, you're already in conversation land.
It makes a lot of sense. You know, on my first date with Ariana Grace, she said to me, I'm really enjoying our conversation. Let's go get a drink and see where it goes. And I said, I'm more sure it goes in your mouth. 3 questions, 3 jokes for you.
You got a big conversation? Or?
I like to think so. Sidg, how is a good conversation?
I think it's more like small talk.
How is a good conversation like a mini skirt?
How is a good conversation like a mini skirt? Shorter the better, I don't know.
Yeah. But then it's not necessarily a good conversation, is it?
No.
But then Stacks doesn't know what they are, so that would make sense why he thinks it's a joke.
No, but like it's right them. What is the setup again?
That was a good conversation like a mini skirt.
Good conversation like a mini skirt. I don't know.
No, I don't know.
Short enough to retain interest, but long enough to cover the subject. Question joke number 2.
Straight on.
Hamflett, why is it really hard to have a serious conversation when you read an ass?
What's the setup?
Why is it really hard to have a serious conversation while you read an ass?
We can't see their mouth.
Got a gross one.
Go on then.
Because at least one of you is talking.
At least
Write that down for Willie 1 second.
Sorry about that.
is one of you talking shit.
Good night, right?
Ah.
Why is it really hard to have a serious conversation while you're eating ass? Because everything you say is tongue-in-cheek.
Not bad.
Question joke number 3.
I mean, it's not really in cheek though, is it? It's in the hole. That's true. Well, in a.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
You gotta give him it.
Yeah.
What is the difference between a conversation and a vagina?
The difference between a conversation and a vagina.
That's got giggles today.
Difference between we can get this, you know.
Yeah.
We haven't even got one so far. Usually get one. Usually there's a nice bit of like gentle wordplay before the filth, though.
What's it like? It might be something in lips, but you'd normally do that as a joke 1 rather than a joke 3.
Yeah. Different set of rules today, though.
Well,
What's the difference between a conversation?
Rules have changed.
Good Survivor Series. Actually, I'm lying. It was terrible.
What's the difference between a conversation? One of them you can lip read. You can read. I don't know.
The other, yeah.
Good night, right?
Nah.
What is the difference between a conversation and a vagina? Nothing. I can slide in and out of both of them. See you later, guys.
Just a sex haver, isn't he? Bye, Stacks.
Remember that one for when it's like National DMs Week or something?
Yeah, yeah.
Like that'll be joke 2 that week.
Damn, I missed jokes on the preview, didn't I?
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to have to speak to Stacks later.
John. Yeah, all right. See you tomorrow.
Or if you can just reenact them for me. What did John Future have to say, who doesn't exist?
Got to go to London later
Mm-hmm.
for some like networking thing, and you'll never guess. I'm going to have to miss the Dynamite preview and review, unfortunately. So.
And someone who doesn't exist is telling you this information. So
John's told me.
There's no
higher ups,
such,
the old higher ups.
John Future doesn't
The
exist.
old higher ups. Yeah. They'll probably, like, you know, the Dynamite coverage does well for WhatCulture.
Yeah.
Well, in this context, luckily. And elsewhere, not so much. Like, surely they'd want you to stick around for that specifically.
I think they know it's in good hands.
So John Future
Whose
was
hands?
putting us over, was he? Yeah.
Dudley Boys. He's a big fan of the Dudley Boys.
Okay.
Thanks, Sean.
Main event time. Trick Williams versus Myles Borne.
Maybe, let's do your little networky events, and you can stick around till Dynamite.
I'd like a trip to London.
How about that?
I'd like a trip to London.
I'll just go myself.
I like London.
Yeah, me too.
Let's have a nice time when I'm walking around doing the things.
Doing London stuff.
Yeah.
You didn't have a great time in London.
I did. In spite of 90 abysmal minutes. God damn.
I watched you.
Tony Khan had my pants down. Diabolical stuff it was.
It was a football game, we should clarify.
Yes. I was watching Fulham beat Sunderland over 90 terrible minutes in the rain.
I watched it. It looked very wet.
It was very wet.
It looked
Got played
very
at half
nice.
time from a bar that was simply a shed. In Craven Cottage, all ground. Charmingly so when the sun's out.
Yeah.
Not so much when it's raining. Half time, there's no
A wet shed.
Yeah, there's no concourse. You queue in the shed. I've not got hold of my jacket because they started nice, and then you're just like trying to get this freezing bad lager down as quick as possible because you can hear the second half starting. But it's all right because your pint's filling back up with rainwater.
Of course, because you can't take it into the stand, can you?
Just
Oh,
watering
God.
it down. Got to keep drinking. It's so cold.
I watched you, and if I'm going to be nice about it, 'cause I think we're civil, us two, compared to other, rivals. You can't play like you do every single week. You don't have the crowd backing you into like every challenge.
We
Like,
don't make
sort
enough
of,
chances
like,
for that either.
Yeah, sort of like going after that. You can't, like a rash, the crowd like sort of hyping you up to do that. So I think that's very conservative. It's like a 5-4-1 at times, isn't it?
Yeah. Fun. They figured us out that day as well.
They figured you out.
They played quite well.
I thought like your approach was decent. Isidore had the odd half opening, but
not even really enough to take a shot. So
Yeah.
they were closing him
they were
down.
like
long
they're
enough
sort of
and
like making them, pushing them out wide a bit.
they weren't being fooled by the runner that fools every footballer all the time.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
don't
yeah.
go at him because clearly he's just there as a bit of a dummy.
Yeah, he's
and
a
they were
decoy.
yeah,
The Chelsea one. You all right? You okay? Oh, bollocks, they've scored.
yeah. It was an otherwise excellent weekend, but that was diabolical. And no, football not. Fulham is known as a nice away day because it's a very pretty part of London, a bit posh, and you walk to this lovely park, and there's some gorgeous pubs to go on the way to the ground. The lights were out in the park, and the rain had flooded it. So you're just walking through a giant, just a giant pile of mud, trying to see anything, and your bottlenecks by it as well.
Yeah.
It was an abysmal experience for a good 2 hours of my day.
Soccer tangent.
I realised that when this match started, I was really behind Myles Borne. I was like, come on, Myles, get this so you can get in the Iron Survivor. The crowd were really into this as well with the towels and then whoop that trick and all that. Trick Williams just hit a lariat straight out the gate. Borne goes for a drop kick early, misses, but hits the second one. But Williams throws him down, hits him with some punches, taunts. We see Joe Hendry, Javon Evans, and Leon Slater watching in the back. Williams hits a butterfly suplex for 2, slaps Borne, picks him up, and Myles lands on his
slapping down.
Myles lands on his feet and hits the Borne again for a 2 count. I think that takes us to a break. Yeah, and then when we come back, Trick's in control. Myles keeps trying to fight back and gets knocked down. Trick Williams hits Borne with a DVD. Wants the trick shot, but Borne counters with a power slam for 2. Borne hits a clothesline and a drop kick, an atomic drop, and a reverse DDT for 2. But Trick comes back with the bookend. Then they hit each other with a double neck breaker. That was nice.
Did you catch Booker T correcting Vic Joseph? Something he said correctly.
What was this?
That was the bookend, Vic. Yeah, that's what I said. He must be so used to Vic just being on the wind up about something.
yeah.
He's like, I called it. Did you never listen? I'm ordering my dinner, mate.
Man.
Borne went for the Borne again, but Trick held onto the ropes. They go to the outside. There's a Trick kick on the floor, but Borne sidesteps Trick, who runs into the steps. Borne hits the Borne again on the outside, rolls Trick back in, a third Borne again. 1, 2, 3. Myles Borne wins.
I thought Myles Borne was as good as Trick was bad. I still am not convinced that Trick Williams is good enough.
Usos in the main event of Raw.
Good point. Always a good point. Yeah, I don't think he had a particularly good night here. Like,
Just really happy for Myles.
yeah, I like the Myles Borne push. I like his work. I think it's going to be an all the way to the top deal in NXT if he even sticks around long enough to win that title. Genuinely, I do. He feels can't miss. He has done from quite early on when he first started getting his like breakout moments. I don't know. I was watching this expecting to see the match play out and then go, right, well, is this the end of Trick Williams? Keep saying it. Is this where Trick Williams goes to the main roster, whatever? It should be, but only because you're doing a complete reset on the character and you put him back with Mello and you start those characters again.
You don't have to. Just book him as a new star.
Well, I think they're going to, because I feel like they've sent the booking in that direction.
Yeah.
So, and as baby faces too, and that's where Trick Williams should be again. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm missing being a baby face.
I like heel Trick Williams.
Well, I'll root for, I don't care when the work, it's the Jey Uso difference. I don't care when the work's crap if I actually like the character, and I'll just enjoyed liking Trick Williams, and I was able to overlook what I thought was a lot of holes in his game, and I was seeing a few of them here. He's just, there's no nout to it.
Nah, there's now to what he does.
Nout to it.
Like Myles Borne did certain like transitions into moves where it's like you're crafty, you're wrestling like a strategic, savvy, good baby face here. Trick Williams often just kind of does stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like it creates this sort of miasma of nothing.
But as Myles Borne is celebrating, oh no, the lights go dark. Here come DarkState through the crowd. They surround the ring. But all of a sudden, out come fellow Iron Survivor participants. Javon Evans, Leon Slayer, and Joe Hendry. There's a face-off with DarkState to presumably set up a 4-on-4 for the go-home show next week.
Yeah. Yeah. Dion Lennox going in the match is all right, because there's the new ingredient for this year's Iron Survivor, which is that DarkState can help. There'll be no disqualification or whatever it is. So
Penalty box.
Wait a second. In an Iron Survivor match, if someone else gets involved, is there no disqualification?
I don't know, you're the expert.
Is
Our perfectly legal call.
Thank you.
imagine like all the baby faces just rounding up DarkState and forcing them in the little penalty box, and they're all trapped in it. And
I love it.
million different spots in an Iron Survivor.
Can't wait. Can't be that far away now. It's like Christmas, isn't it? I'm counting down, crossing days off the calendar.
Your deadline calendar. A different NXT wrestler behind every door.
No, he isn't.
Excited for next week, though.
Yeah. Fallout and go home, innit?
Fallout, go home. Bloody, more C2 and War Games is over. So just good C2 and then the Cena thing. Things that are actually like, oh, they're
Kids at a
interesting.
birthday party. Fallout, go home.
Well, let us know your thoughts on NXT in the comments section below, or on X at WhatCulture WWE. You can follow all four of us, nearly. You can follow Michael Hamflett at...
Michael Hamflett on Cameo, hamflettx@gmail.com.
On X, you can follow Michael Sidgwick at...
M. Sidgwick.
You can follow our long-suffering producer, Adam Nicholas, at...
It's Adam Nicholas.
Follow me at Adam Wilbourn. Follow us all at WhatCulture WWE, as I said. Make sure you subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling, wherever you get your podcasts from, for daily wrestling podcasts. These will be back to preview AEW Dynamite. But for now, it's been the NXT review. My thanks to Hamflett, to Sidgwick, to Stacks. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon.